I am absolutely in love with the Landeskog story because he's my favorite player. Like, I cannot be neutral and unbiased about Gabe Landeskog. He's been my favorite player since he, was a captain of the Kitchener Rangers back in the OHL days. So I'm a complete journalistic fraud when it comes to Landeskog. But I love it.
No, that's the thing.
But what's not to like about him? Like, I remember that going back to Kitchener when he beat the brakes off Jake Muzzin, a game against Sault Ste. Marie. He was like 16 years old. Muzzin was like 19. It's like, kid, you're biting off more than you can chew. Next thing you know, we're crowning a new heavyweight champion in the OHL. Like, he's great skill. He's tough, like all of it. And I always wonder about, Rhett, can I personalize this one to you? Can I personalize the question to you about Gabriel Landeskog? Of all the players that you've played with, dressed with, played against, how many of them, if they went through the same thing that Landeskog has gone through, 3 years, how many of them along the way just would have said, it's not going to happen. I can't keep doing this. I've got X millions in the bank. I got my Stanley Cup. I've got
kids and family at home.
Right. I've got all of it. I got everything laid, and still I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. It's like Forsberg trying to find the magical skate. I'm not going to quit. I'm not.
Yeah, I know about that surgery. I need shoulder replacements, and I randomly heard about cartilage replacement for it, and I'm like, well, you dig into it, and they talk to you about it. And I don't even think they would do it for the shoulders. But the point I'm making was that surgery I'd heard of and know what you can't do, and it's basically nothing. You can't do anything.
Yeah,
forever.
Immobilized. Yeah.
You're immobilized to get through that. How many guys? Iggy?
I was going to say, I can think of one.
Iggy?
Yeah.
You have to be psychotic to get through what he just got through.
Yeah. And you also have to be of the belief that the positive belief that it's going to work. Like,
right.
I was injured, and you have surgery, and you'd spend a month, and you'd think you're getting better, and then you'd have a setback, and you're ready to throw in the towel then.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like, how many times over and over it's like, this isn't working.
Two training camps. We're talking about Landeskog maybe coming back.
Now, I think in his head, when he had the surgery, he knew at least 1 year there's nothing, like, because 100%. Of the surgery. And I know that it's like, you're not, wasn't a consideration. But to answer your question, not very many, especially once you've won, once you've got the money, your family and kids, you do start to think about the future. You're out that long. We played Chicago in the playoffs, and I'd hardly played that year. And then there was talk that I was going to play. And long story short, I was scared shitless in a way, because I'm like, I haven't played for a year. The speed of this game is going to be staggering when I step on the ice. And he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a mental toughness that you're nervous about games to begin with, especially when they matter in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You don't want to screw it up. This is a guy with already a lore behind him, right? Like, he was the captain, and guys love. Well, you don't want to ruin that by trying to do something that maybe you can't. But
see, this is like all those things that we all say we love about hockey. We see in Gabe Landeskog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't quit. Don't change. Keep fighting. Make them drag you off the ice. This is why I love Peter Forsberg. And there was a lot of, you're diminishing your stature in the game. Oh, you're not playing the same. And I kept saying to myself, like, this whole idea that, like, you have to leave the stage while the audience is still clapping, like, that's ridiculous. Make them drag you off the ice. Right? Like, that's how these guys are wired. Right? Like, that's why I always say, like, ask players. Don't ask guys like me. Ask players, like, what this means. Ask the guys that have done that. And this is the thing that we all say that we support, whether you're an Avalanche fan or not, whether you hate the Colorado or not, it doesn't matter. Like, what you're seeing with Gabe Landeskog is what we always talk about, the lesson of sports. We're seeing it in this one guy. And we started off this conversation by talking about toughness, two kinds of toughness. There's imposing your physicality on someone else. And then there's a toughness, being able to endure something, both mentally and physically, the likes of which we're seeing with Gabe Landeskog, which to me might be more impressive.
It's Bobby Bond with a broken leg. It's like this
100%. Yeah.
And we had Dubnik on yesterday. He's got a new show on Oilers Nation, and of course, guy that was first rounder by the Oilers, and he said he was there for like 5 games one year at the very end, and he was like, "Yeah, there's some big personalities in that room. Like, there's Nathan McKinnon. There's, at that point, I think Cale Makar would be sort of a second, third year player, so he's got a bit of a voice." And he's like, "Oh, like Landeskog was the man. Like, there was no." The buck stopped with him, and everyone knew it in the whole room. And he looked like he was on the cover of GQ. He points out, you're like, okay, like the guy's totally the man. And as you just pointed out, both of you, it's like this surgery is as daunting as they get. Period. Stop. There's not a longer recovery we've seen. The only 2 guys that have missed this much time and come back to the NHL went to war. Like, it's incredible what he's gone through here. And the last game he played, he lifted the cup. There was your.
I know, right?
You didn't have to come back at all. It's incredible.
I know. Rocky Marciano, undefeated champion. Go on. But here's the thing. Like, I started in this industry in 1994. And you know what? I've learned one thing. There's only one thing I can tell you that 100% I know about hockey. And it's only one thing. And that is this. You cannot lie to players. Players know. Players know who belongs. Players know who's phony. Players know who's legit. Players know who and what to respect. Honestly, Ryan, it is the only one thing that I can tell you I know for sure. You can't lie to players because they know. And they know how good Landeskog is. They all know.
Hey, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long-form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And, of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.